Welcome to this lecture on lifecycle management. The product lifecycle describes the stages products pass through from launch to eventual decline. Introduction stage covers launch and early market development with limited sales volume. Growth stage features rapid sales expansion as market adoption accelerates. Maturity stage represents peak sales volume but competition intensifies and growth slows. Decline stage sees sales decrease as patents expire and generic competitors enter. Marketing strategies, resource allocation, and competitive tactics vary significantly by lifecycle stage. Understanding where a product sits in its lifecycle informs strategic and tactical decisions. The introduction stage presents distinct challenges and opportunities. Costs are high relative to revenues due to launch investments, sampling, and market development activities. Customer awareness is limited, requiring significant educational efforts. Few competitors typically exist, providing opportunity to establish market position. Marketing focus centers on building awareness, educating prescribers about the disease and product, and generating trial. Success requires effective positioning, strong clinical differentiation, and efficient deployment of promotional resources. Decisions made during introduction significantly influence trajectory through subsequent lifecycle stages. The growth stage brings rapid sales increases as awareness spreads and adoption accelerates. However, competitors begin entering the market attracted by the opportunity. Prices generally remain stable as volume growth provides revenue expansion. Marketing focus shifts from pure education to brand building and competitive differentiation. Distribution expansion becomes a priority to ensure product availability meets growing demand. Companies often increase promotional spending during growth to capture maximum market share before maturity arrives. The growth stage typically represents the best combination of volume growth and margin. Maturity stage finds sales plateauing at peak levels with limited growth opportunity. Competition intensifies significantly as the market becomes crowded. Pricing pressure increases as competitors vie for share and managed care organizations leverage their buying power. Product differentiation becomes harder as competitors match features and claims. Cost management becomes increasingly important as margins compress. Marketing strategies shift toward defending share, maximizing efficiency, and preparing for eventual decline. Many companies reduce promotional spending during maturity while harvesting profits. The decline stage sees sales decrease as the market shrinks, typically triggered by patent expiration and generic competition. Generic entry can erode branded share by 80% or more within months. Major promotion cuts typically occur as return on promotional investment decreases. Companies face strategic decisions: harvest remaining value through cost cuts, divest the product to focus resources elsewhere, or attempt to reinvigorate through lifecycle management. Some products find profitable niches where branded value persists despite generic availability, particularly in complex therapeutic areas. Lifecycle management pursues several interconnected goals. Extending patent protection through additional patents on formulations, delivery systems, or new uses provides additional exclusivity beyond the original composition of matter patent. Maximizing sales during the exclusivity period captures full market opportunity before generic competition. Delaying or minimizing generic erosion protects revenues longer. Extracting maximum value from the franchise includes line extensions and geographic expansion. Generating profits funds pipeline development for future products, maintaining the company's long-term vitality. Effective lifecycle management integrates legal, regulatory, clinical, and commercial strategies. Multiple lifecycle management strategies can extend product value. New indications expand approved uses into additional patient populations, potentially supported by new clinical data and patent protection. New formulations provide different delivery systems, extended release, transdermal, injectable, offering patient benefits and differentiation. New dosage forms add convenience improvements like once-daily dosing or smaller tablets. Combinations partner the product with complementary products for enhanced therapeutic benefit. OTC switch provides consumer market access for appropriate products. Each strategy requires investment balanced against expected return and competitive dynamics. New indication development identifies additional therapeutic applications for existing products. Clinical development programs generate evidence supporting new claims for different diseases or patient populations. Regulatory submissions request label expansion to include new indications. Method of use patents can provide additional intellectual property protection for new therapeutic applications. Successfully adding indications extends market opportunity significantly by addressing new patient populations without the cost and risk of entirely new product development. New indications may also support premium pricing relative to generics limited to original indications. Formulation strategies create differentiated versions of existing products. Extended release formulations reduce dosing frequency, improving convenience and potentially adherence. Different administration routes, oral, injectable, topical, transdermal, serve different patient needs and preferences. Improved bioavailability profiles may enhance efficacy or reduce side effects. Patent protection on delivery technology provides additional exclusivity. The 505(b)(2) regulatory pathway allows applicants to rely partly on FDA's findings for previously approved drugs, providing an efficient route to approval for formulation changes without full clinical development programs. An authorized generic strategy involves the branded company licensing a generic version of its own product, either manufactured internally or through a partner. This allows the branded company to capture a share of the generic market when exclusivity expires. It also reduces profitability for the first generic filer by adding competition during their 180-day exclusivity period. This controversial competitive tactic has faced legal challenges but remains available. Timing decisions are critical. Launching authorized generics too early may accelerate branded erosion, while launching too late misses the opportunity to capture generic share. Patent strategy is central to lifecycle management. The Orange Book lists patents covering approved drugs, and generic ANDA filers must certify their relationship to each listed patent. Paragraph 4 certifications assert that patents are invalid or not infringed, triggering potential litigation. If the branded company sues within 45 days, a 30-month stay prevents FDA approval of the generic during litigation. Settlement agreements between branded and generic companies are common, sometimes involving payments to generic companies to delay entry. These pay-for-delay settlements have faced antitrust scrutiny. Patent litigation outcomes significantly affect lifecycle value. Regulatory exclusivities provide additional protection independent of patents. New chemical entity exclusivity provides 5 years of protection during which no ANDAs can be submitted. New clinical studies exclusivity provides 3 years for supplements requiring new clinical data such as new indications or formulations. Orphan drug exclusivity provides 7 years for products treating rare diseases. Pediatric exclusivity provides 6-month extension for conducting pediatric studies requested by FDA. These exclusivities can be particularly valuable when patent protection is limited or challenged, and strategic lifecycle planning incorporates maximizing available exclusivities. Geographic expansion extends product value beyond the original launch market. International markets offer additional revenue opportunities with different regulatory and pricing environments. Patent terms may differ by country, potentially providing longer exclusivity in some markets. Market entry sequencing decisions balance opportunity size against regulatory complexity and competitive dynamics. Global lifecycle coordination ensures strategies are consistent across markets while accommodating local requirements. Ex-US markets often represent significant value, particularly for products facing US generic competition. Brand defense strategies aim to maintain value as generic competition emerges. Maintaining physician loyalty through ongoing differentiation, superior efficacy data, safety profile, or patient support, keeps some prescribers on brand despite price differences. Patient assistance and adherence programs provide value beyond the molecule. Managed care contract strategies may secure preferred formulary position. Authorized generic deployment captures generic market share. Graceful decline management extracts maximum remaining value through cost reduction while maintaining product availability for loyal customers. No brand completely avoids generic erosion, but defense strategies significantly affect the erosion rate. Divestiture involves selling products that no longer meet strategic or financial criteria, freeing resources and management attention for higher priority opportunities. Divestiture may occur at various life cycle stages: mature products generating steady cash but limited growth, declining products with remaining value, or even growth products outside strategic focus areas. Buyers range from generic companies to specialty pharma to private equity, each seeking different value creation opportunities. Transaction complexity varies based on manufacturing arrangements, geographic scope, and asset specifics. Portfolio optimization through divestiture represents a legitimate lifecycle management strategy. Measuring lifecycle management success requires multiple metrics. Peak sales achievement versus original forecast assesses commercial execution during exclusivity. Total revenue capture during the exclusivity period measures value extraction before generic competition. Generic erosion rate versus expectations evaluates defense strategy effectiveness. Return on lifecycle investments, new indications, formulations, legal strategies, quantifies value creation from specific initiatives. Franchise total value creation encompasses the complete product lifecycle from launch through decline. These metrics inform future lifecycle planning and investment decisions. Effective lifecycle management integrates planning from the earliest development stages. Starting lifecycle planning during development allows early patent strategies, indication sequencing, and formulation planning. Cross-functional coordination ensures alignment across R&D, regulatory, legal, commercial, and manufacturing functions. Taking a long-term view from compound selection identifies molecules with greatest lifecycle potential. Continuous adaptation responds to market evolution, competitive dynamics, and regulatory changes. Portfolio-level optimization balances resources across products at different lifecycle stages. Companies excelling at lifecycle management create significant additional value beyond initial product launches. This course has examined biomedical product development from discovery through lifecycle management. The industry is complex and highly integrated, requiring professionals who understand multiple disciplines and how they interconnect. Understanding industry fundamentals, market dynamics, competitive forces, regulatory requirements, and commercial realities, provides essential context for effective decision-making. Cross-functional collaboration among research, regulatory, manufacturing, and commercial functions drives development success. Regulatory knowledge enables strategic decisions about pathways, timing, and resource allocation. Commercial excellence in marketing, sales, pricing, and market access realizes product value for patients and stakeholders. These competencies prepare professionals for leadership in this dynamic industry. This week examined lifecycle management strategies that maximize product value over time. The product lifecycle progresses through introduction, growth, maturity, and decline, with appropriate strategies varying by stage. Lifecycle management strategies include new indications, formulations, geographic expansion, and brand defense. Patent strategy and regulatory exclusivities provide critical protection against generic competition. Effective lifecycle management requires integration across legal, regulatory, clinical, and commercial functions, starting from early development. Thank you for your engagement throughout RGA 6217. The knowledge gained prepares you for meaningful contributions to biomedical product development and the patients who benefit from industry innovation.